Today on SETC, I'm going to show you how we transformed our Pinkie Pie Equestria Girl minifigure from this into this. Yes, that's right, we have made the great and powerful Trixie. So, I'm going to show you how we made her right now. First of all, you'll need an Equestria Girl mini Pinkie Pie. We'll need to use her body for the custom, so we're just going to need to remove her head and dress like so. We'll also need to use Fluttershy's head for this custom. With Fluttershy having the same style hair as Trixie, it's important to use this head. These will be the acrylic paints that we'll be using. So we're going to start by painting our Fluttershy's head. We'll use white undercoat on Fluttershy's hair first of all. While the undercoat dries, we'll paint both the legs with a thin layer of blue paint. We'll now start painting the face with the first layer of blue paint. We'll now give the hair a quick coat of white paint. I decided to make the skin a little lighter as it seemed a bit too dark at this point. As Trixie has quite a long dress, we're going to be using some air drying clay to make this. And here we have Trixie's dress after it's dried. Once dried, we gave the body and the dress a quick layer of white undercoat. We'll now start painting Trixie's dress blue. After the initial coat of paint to the dress, it's time to paint the boots. I decided to paint Trixie's boots and the top half of her dress with a darker shade of blue after the initial paint had dried. I also made Trixie a cape from air drying clay. I also made Trixie's hat from air drying clay as well. This took about 24 hours to dry. We'll now give the hat and Trixie's cape both a quick layer of white undercoat. Once dried, we'll now start painting Trixie's hat and cape purple. While Trixie's hat and cape both dry, we'll paint a few blue highlights into Trixie's hair with light blue paint. Once dried, we'll now be using a fine detailed brush to add the detailing to Trixie's hat and cape. While I added the detail to Trixie's hat and cape, Mrs. SETC did the detailing on Trixie's face. Wow, doesn't she look evil? So Trixie has a small star in her hair, and we've made this from air drying clay and painted it. All we need to do now is glue it onto Trixie's head. And there we go, doesn't she look absolutely fantastic? And there we go, the great and powerful Trixie! As you can see, the hat we've made actually does fit onto the figure's head. And you can also see all the detailing on her cape and her costume. Doesn't she look absolutely amazing? I hope you've enjoyed this custom video. If you have, give us a big thumbs up and let us know what character you would like to see next. Thanks for watching SETC, and we'll see you next time! Today on SETC, I'm going to show you how we transformed our My Little Pony Equestria Girl Minis Sunset Shimmer from this into this! Yes, that's right, we've created Vice Principal Luna from Canterlot High. We've had so many requests from everybody for a custom Luna figure, and I really hope you all like it. We're going to show you how we made it and what we used right now. First of all, we're going to need to remove Sunset Shimmer's head. This will need to be repainted. We'll be using a body from a Fluttershy figure for Princess Luna's. These will be the acrylic paints that we'll be using. So let's go ahead and start making our custom Luna figure. So as you can see, I've undercoated Sunset Shimmer's head with white undercoat and also Fluttershy's body. I've also used some air drying clay to make some flares around the bottom of the legs and also to create the collar around Luna's neck. Now that the undercoat has dried, we'll start with the flesh tone for Luna's skin. We're going to be using a really vibrant purple for Luna's top. So after 2 coats to the skin and the hair, we're now going to paint Luna's hair with the third and final coat of paint. So we're going to now cover Luna's trousers with a very dark shade of blue, and this will make them really stand out. While the dark blue paint dries, we'll now start painting Luna's arms. We've finished painting the skin tone on Luna's arms, and I've also painted the white collar section around her neck as well. We'll add some fine detailing to this later. We'll now start adding the highlights to Luna's hair. So we've finished the highlights to Luna's hair, and I'm really happy with how they've turned out. As you can see, we've now finished the body section to our Luna custom. We've given her some white shoes, and we've also added some fine detailing to Luna's white collar around her neck, including a little half moon symbol. The face design was painted by Mrs. SETC, and I'm really happy with how it's turned out. She's even given Luna her raised eyebrow. And there we go, our very own My Little Pony Equestria Girl Mini's Vice Principal Luna figure. Let us know in the comments below if you liked this custom and what character you'd like to see next. Thanks for watching SETC, and we'll see you next time. Today on SETC, I'm going to show you how we transformed our Twilight Sparkle Equestria Girl minifigure from this into this. Yes, that's right, we have created Starlight Glimmer as an Equestria Girl. Now there hasn't been an Equestria Girl of Starlight Glimmer as of yet, so this is our own version of her. Just before we go ahead and show you how we created Starlight Glimmer, we just want to thank everybody who suggested that we make her into an Equestria Girl mini. We've been overwhelmed with the amount of requests for Starlight Glimmer, so I hope you really enjoy our own take on the character. First of all, you'll need a Slumber Party Twilight Sparkles head. There we go. You're also going to need to use an Equestria Girl Mini's DJ Pon 3 body as well. And these will be the paints that we'll be using to paint our Starlight Glimmer figure. Now we have all the parts ready, it's time to make our custom Starlight Glimmer. As you can see, we've removed the front of Twilight Sparkle's hair, as we'll need to make a new hair section for Starlight Glimmer, and we've also trimmed down part of her ponytail at the back as well. Here we've made the base section for Starlight Glimmer's hair. We filled in the hole at the front of Twilight Sparkle's head, so we can now start making the hairpiece. And here we have our final hair section for Starlight Glimmer finished. As you can see, we've given her her iconic curl to her hair, and we've also changed the ponytail section at the back as well. We'll now allow for 24 hours for the air drying clay to dry. In the meantime, we'll start painting up Starlight Glimmer's body. And we're going to be giving our Starlight Glimmer figure a skirt as well, and the best one that we thought to use would be the original Twilight Sparkles. We're going to paint Starlight Glimmer's shoes a darker shade of purple and then dry brush green over them. Once the air drying clay has dried, we'll then undercoat all of the hair section in white. Once the undercoat has dried, we'll start painting the hair purple. While the first coat of purple dries, here's a quick look at our Starlight Glimmer shoes after they've been finished. And now it's time for the second coat of purple. We'll now be adding the highlights and streaks to Starlight Glimmer's hair. As you can see, we've painted streaks all the way through Starlight Glimmer's hair. And we've also added some very subtle highlights around the streaks as well. Starlight Glimmer's face was painted by Mrs. SETC, and I think it looks absolutely fantastic. And there we have it, Starlight Glimmer as an Equestria Girl mini. Now I know this may not be what everybody was expecting, however this in my opinion is the sort of character design that Starlight Glimmer would feature. Let us know if you like the design that we've given to Starlight Glimmer. And don't forget to give our video a big thumbs up if you liked it, and let us know what Equestria Girl mini character you would like to see next. Thanks for watching SETC, and we'll see you next time.